Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, hello, I'm Nolan. It's nice to meet you. If it's not, you'll notice that in today's video, I'm doing something a little differently. So over the past few months, I've shot a few rolls of color film, but I haven't developed them. It makes more sense to develop color film in batches rather than every time I get a roll or two. So in today's video, I'll be traveling back in time and sharing the photos with you that I've taken on Portra 400 over the last few months. I hope you'll join me. Here we go. Right before Mateo and I went to Chicago, we were staying at his apartment in Richmond, and one evening we looked outside of his window and saw this beautiful sunset. And what was really special about the sunset was how the colors changed through the sky. So in the background of this image, you'll notice that the clouds are more yellow, and in the foreground, they're more pink. There is some blue sky peeking out. I really liked how the light landed on the buildings in the foreground and into the cityscape as it goes back. That same light was creating really interesting shadows inside of Mateo's apartment as well. So with his permission, I was able to capture this portrait. I really like the soft light and the shadows that are casted both by Mateo's face and the windows and blinds on the wall behind him. I think it's a really simple portrait, but it has a certain mood and feel to it that I really like. One late night at the studio, I noticed that the light was really interesting outside. I had one of the back lights on, and I liked the way that it was draping over the facade of the building. The sun had just set, so it was a blue hour, and the sky was illuminated with this nice, bright, soft blue. I was able to capture all of that in this photo. This photo is of the guest bedroom in my house. I hardly ever open this door, but one morning, for some reason, I opened the door and the light was filtering beautifully through this translucent drape. I immediately ran downstairs and grabbed my film camera with some Portra 400 loaded in it, and I was able to capture this photo. I then stepped closer and got this detail shot of the light hitting the bed sheets. Those who have been with me for a while know that I like taking pictures of morning sunlight on bed sheets, and this falls right into that category. I went outside and we had a light dusting of snow on the ground. I loved the way that the morning light was filtering through the screened-in porch. Overall, I really love the mood of this photo. That same morning, I was also drawn to how the morning light was filtering through the windows in the kitchen and draping on the ceiling, particularly how the light interacts with the light fixture hanging on the ceiling. The next few photos are fairly recent. I took them just this past week. I'd gotten to the studio and I noticed for the first time that the cherry blossoms had opened up. We had planted these cherries a few years ago, and year after year, spring after spring, we were waiting for the blossoms. And this year, for the first time, they showed up, and the honeybees were all over the place. So I went inside the studio and grabbed my macro lens for the Hasselblad. And I wanted to try and capture this bee, a fleeting subject, with the Hasselblad camera. This last photo is from a roll of Wilmacrone Metropolis. I made a video a few weeks ago on that particular film stock. I took this photo looking straight up at some tree branches as they reached outward. It's on Metropolis, and Metropolis is a film stock known for its desaturated and duller colors. So that's one element that I really like about this photo, in addition to the parallel converging lines as the trees branch upward. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed seeing the photos that I've taken recently. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. I post every week on Sundays, and I really have been enjoying sharing this analog film content with you. I hope to see you next time. Thanks again.